The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. The Nittany Lions will kick it off to get us underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So UMass's offense will go on the attack first. And greeting them as a linebacking core in the business of disruption, tackling with aggression. Any suggestions on how to work around them?
Yeah, I think you pray. These linebackers are fast, they're physical, and my favorite part is they don't like people. Like, they are trying to make physical tackles, and it starts with them in this defense against the run, blitzing, against the pass. They're all over the field, Palmer.
Yeah, and I think for this offense, you want to be able to establish the run. I think the big key for them is going to be working the double teams in the zone game and getting into the second level. You've got to try and cover these linebackers up and get a...
There he goes! Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Grab behind the line. It's Curry. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking for a man. It's Hairston. With the catch, it's Curry. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Second down coming up. Wants to go up top. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Firing deep. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Got some room to run. And what a big play here in the return. Takes it back inside the 25. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They go to the ground. Taking it the other way. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
The play action fake. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense got it, they're on the run. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. The defense putting points on the board.
You practice these moments moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The UMass offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And this has not been a good start for this offense. Like, this whole team, actually. They're already found themselves in a big hole. They're already trailing. They're going to need to throw the football, and you're going to have to protect your guy. This protection has to be better so he can make more plays.
Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
To the air, it's Hairston. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. UMass will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Makes the grab. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down in the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
Oh, better look out. Turning it on. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. The Nittany Lions just got that huge run. They love another explosive play.
And that is such great execution by this offense. 3rd down and 2. They know you're running the football, but they were physical. Great job creating a little bit of space. Not only do you get the first down, you chew up a bunch more yards, too. Nice execution by this offense.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. They're working that left side. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Quarterback in trouble, just dump it right in the gut. Don't make him reach for it. Just put it right on the body of the fullback.
Yeah, Reese, you got to be real accurate when you throw to these guys. Not the biggest catch radius, let's just say. Moving forward, though, I think we're going to see this fullback play a big role in this offense.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Now the play fake. Looking to the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Penn State!
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field, or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
The Minutemen going back to work on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Power football with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Quickly out to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Looking to throw, it's Hairston. Finds his tight end. Looks as if he has enough to move the chains. It'll be a first down, UMass. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. Short, find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
He's got it on the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
The RPO fired complete to the left. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing at the wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
He'll keep it on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
To the ground with the back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. UMass comes to the line facing 2nd and short. It's a reverse. They couldn't get anybody to bite on that one, and they'll stop him behind the line.
And, man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks. Add another tackle for a loss here. He has been...
Lost one deep down the right side. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Finally brought down. The what a play, not only to get the football, but defend the field position with the return. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Denmark. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
The Nittany Lions racing to the line in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch with this.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The big, explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. Send the tight end in motion. Trying to barge in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They go right back to this guy on second and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They'd love to make this short field pick. Sneaks it into the end zone.
You don't oftentimes say you need to score a touchdown in the first quarter, but when you're losing 21-0 in the first, they had to score right there, and they did. Nice job by the offense, executing on the drive, punctuating it with a touchdown. Now their defense has got to finally wake up and get a stop.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. He'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to run it. He's out past the 35. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Denmark. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Looking for space. It's Martin. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Yeah, I'm so impressed watching this guy run the football. And I'll tell you, I think Joe Paterno would have loved this guy in his offense, too. His teams always prided themselves on being able to run the football.
Oh, he's got some room and into the goal line. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The UMass offense returns to the field. trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse, probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up 3rd down. And wait a minute, 3rd down now becomes, we're going to go for it on 4th down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
Looking to pass. It's Hairston. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. UMass will line up to punt it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. And the returner will be knocked down. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the catch. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down.
Get set, get set.
To the air on 1st down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Hairston. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The give out of the gun. He is denied, cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. UMass will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah,
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand new game. They're trailing by 10 to South Carolina. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, UMass!
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Picks up the first down, still moving. It's a running room. He's at the touchdown, Penn State. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Good job by the coverage unit to put us. That return. The UMass offense returns to the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And he's going to try to return this one. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. UMass will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll haul it in right around the logo. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage.
There he goes. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the credit room so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking that right to the lease.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The UMass offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Off the play fake on first down. That's caught. It's Anderson. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Dropping back, it's Hairston. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
And back to the air on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And this 4 vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides to the back. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over him. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. UMass to the line, facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. UMass will line up to punt it away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And great recognition by the corner. That touch pass after he throws at the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making the big tackle in the open field.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. On the move at the 30. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Looking downfield on first down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Trying to set up the screen. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up. To the ground to try to move the chains. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. First down and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Denmark. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Nittany Lions come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Breaks the tackle. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. 3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. Grab near the sticks. It's Denmark. They'll immediately call timeout. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at sea.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. A first down run in the red zone. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the tight end. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Great place to start for this offense. Wants to throw on first down. Swings it out to the flat. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. UMass just trying to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Perry. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Minutemen a bit behind the sticks here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Santiago. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. New set of downs after the completion. The give on the inside. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job on the defender.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. On the move. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're
turning it on. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Throwing right. Got him downfield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have, the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
The Nittany Lions will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. 3rd and goal for the offense. Powers forward. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State! These guys wanted to make a statement. Statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
14.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Under fire. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
You know, I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there. If I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
Starts a drive trying to go up top. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
14.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The UMass offense returns to the field. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on out.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Minutemen with a ton of work to do here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
They'll leave it with him. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He's got it on the move. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Here he comes with the return. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Fires to the right. It's complete. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play. And here they come again. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got a man. It's Perry. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. UMass will line up to punt it away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the 1st down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Looking to the big tight end. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Handoff to the single running back. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So the final period starts with a second down play. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Brought down at the 27. It's a 5-yard pickup on the play.
And you know what? The best third down offense is don't get the third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on second?
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And how about the hat trick? Like adding insult to injury. You got him in passing situation. You know what's coming. All I'm doing right now is trying to pad my stats and get those sacks.
And the missed connection on third down. UMass will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away.
Breaks into the open on the left. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
I tell you, I love the mentality by this offense right now. They've got a pretty big lead. They're still being aggressive, taking shots, and they're finding the matchups they like. And they're taking advantage right now.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the back. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Nittany Lions look to keep this drive humming. Trying to power it in. Touchdown, Penn State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. The UMass offense returns to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. UMass just trying to get some of that yardage back here on second down.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after it, as you saw it on that sack there.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. UMass will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it breaks into the open. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Nittany Lions, after exploding for that huge run, back to work.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And, man, that is not the third down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a fourth down now.
It's fourth down and 14, but they're going to go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the fourth down stop.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on fourth down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with the W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let him do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop it. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. And they are fortunate to get the ball back, but unfortunate to have a long way to go after that loss. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
Hauls it in at the 40. He gets a block. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. So the decision has been made. Coach will take the penalty.
On the double. Pound 55.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Brings up.
Goodness, great. That is the way you blow up a play quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, caused a wreck. That had to be a blown assignment. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on third down. And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the first down.
Great job by the defense. A big key coming into this one was third down defense. They're going up against one of the 25 best in the country, and that time they can...
There he goes. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. There's time on the clock. Keep trying to score.
The Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Looking downfield on first down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense has it, they're on the move.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Going right to work up top. He'll throw it. He's got him. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. One more play to pad the stats. To the air on second down. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And the pass goes incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock strikes 0. Ball game is over. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right?